What about on the 8th day? You have so many like some goddess overtakes the physical body of the sagas.
8th day कौन सा है? What is the
Gauri.
Mahagauri who does Diksha, no? There is no other way to do Diksha. So, Shariram Parampara Vahanam, it has to be through the form of a. So it takes.
That is the pure form
No, most of the time it's just the person's psyche fracturing and that person is saying and doing things that they would like to do.
I guess why she's asking is there's this relative of ours who gets it, who every the same. And she's a very, if you look at her, she's a very simple, absolute simple. She couldn't put it on.
I'm not saying they put it on, I'm saying that the psyche fractures or the psyche splits and creates what they want. It is not that the Shakti doesn't flow, but the Shakti has to flow through the human filter. No? What does she say?
She says she doesn't remember. She says she just feels the ball.
I'm not talking about what happens. I know how it goes. Avesh, how it happens, I know. How it enters, I know. That is Avesha. But I'm asking what she does when she is in that mood. What does she say? Does she start quoting Upanishads? Does she start quoting Vijnana Bhairava Tantra? नहीं हो सकता है. Because even if the energy enters you, only what is within you can come out. Something that is not within you cannot come out. So, I know what happens in this. See, all these are social safety valves. Women are suppressed the whole year. This one.
That could be the reason. Yeah.
This one day.
She's way suppressed.
Yeah, in this, absolutely. So you can understand there is a psychological reason for it. This one day, in a socially holy way, she is allowed to be powerful. The rest of the year they remain calm. So the carnivals, in Catholic countries they used to have the carnivals. The most sexually rigid countries, they would allow carnivals. Why? Because otherwise people would explode. So by allowing somebody कि देवी का हवन हो गया है now, that's
not only whenever there is that music
whenever there's some music, baby music,
that's a trigger. That's a trigger. But it's all basically, see, we are all potentially divine, so it is not anybody can get that. If I want, I can also get it. But I know what will emerge is Rohit. It is not really that authentic.
But some Shakti must be coming.
Shakti activates something, but most of the cases, 95% of the cases, it is social acting out. It is a very, like the people dancing in the mandals, puja mandals anywhere, whether in Mumbai or in Calcutta, the way they dance, they try to dance like that any other time, unko maar padegi. Yeah? When they dance only, you can see all the frustration being expressed. All the pain in life, all the frustration in life, right in that dance it is coming out. So these were sensible ways. In somewhere in UP and in some parts of Madhya Pradesh, there is an odd, practice, social practice in Holi, where all the young men get together in these big junds after they play the Holi. And they go from house to house, sare mohalle mein, and they knock on the door, and the oldest male member comes out, and they just give him maa behan ki gali.
Oh my God. They
just give the oldest male member of the house, these young boys, tsunami of abuses. And he gives some mithai to them, then they go to the next house and they do it. Now the whole year, they are, if this one safety valve was not given, murders would start happening. So it looks very odd. Kodungalur Bhagavati Kshetram in Kerala, it is a standing embarrassment because during this time, the kind of songs they sing, such vulgar songs they sing. And all the rationalist people and all the vegetarian people, they were like, what is this? Is this any way to sing? Aise vulgar gaane? But if you don't allow that expression of those repressed and frustrated, all those guys who've been thinking of women as mother the whole year, frustration is not allowed to come out somewhere. And the songs are horrifying. The songs are, I don't even want to say, because all this will get uploaded on YouTube and people will be like, look what he's saying about his goddesses, he has no respect. I understand and I actually approve. I actually say no, those practices should not be stopped. If yogis have designed such practice, there is a very good psychological reason behind it. It's the same reason like this holy thing is done. If you don't allow that to come out, the rest of the year you are in this constant social suppression. Elders are watching, you are watching, you have to behave in certain way. Somewhere the explosion has to happen. And part of what is happening today is because these old safety valves have gone. These people, they were living in places which used to be villages till just 5-10 years back. The city has engulfed them and iPhones are coming in, and they are still living in that village mindset, but there is none of the village support system, there is none of the village culture, there is none of the village rituals, there is none of the village festivities, and so a whole lot of sexual frustration is spilling out as rape and those kind of. It's because the society has changed and they have no way to adjust and accommodate to the new society. That's a deeper problem, but these methodologies were created. If you are going to create a rigid controlling society, you must have safety valves. Otherwise murders will happen. 100% murders will happen. So these are the safety valves. My God, the kind of songs they would sing out there. Right? Once I stop taping, I'll tell you. But I say it was immensely wise on the part of the temple people, whoever established the temple and established that. It is part of the puja, during the Navaratri to sing these vulgar songs, and then nowadays there are lati charges every year because, like, ye kya roko nahi, this is our tradition, over our dead bodies you will stop it, all that.
This is where in Kerala.
Yeah, in Kerala. So it's a Devi Kshetram, it's one like 5,000, 6,000 year old Devi Kshetram. The place vibrates with power, because एकदम घना जंगल के अंदर है. One day maybe I'll take you guys there also. And nothing, puja has just been happening and happening and happening and happening. So the whole place just shakes with power. It's one of those places. But every year, this is one of the puja vidhi. So there were very, very wise people created systems in a way. Everybody is not at that level of energy. Everybody is not at that level of wisdom. Everybody is not at that level of ability. So let us teach through the culture. Let us teach through the ritual. There were certain ways that were. So the Navaratri sadhana is actually one of those. Navaratri sadhana is actually one of those. Yes? Sarvam Shivamaya.